Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be. What a beautiful day here in Great Britain. The sun is shining, the birds are all a twitter, and stamp collecting is fun. And before going to sit in the sun, I thought I'd better do a video of my stamps going into envelopes. And I'm up to the year 2018, and it will be helped by Collect British Stamps 2018. This goes up to 2019. So I just about am able, am I not, to... I'm turning over a lot. There we are. Okay. So 2018, there's a lot of stamps in 2018. A lot. And we better make a start because there's quite a lot in the envelope. Righty ho, well first of all we'll have a look at the what looks like to be Harry Potter maybe? Neville Longbottom? Night Bus? Could be. Let's go back a bit. Yeah, there's... No, hang on. Well, we've got... Game of Thrones set. Dad's Army set. Owls. Here we are. So this is the set. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in the set, and there's 3 here. So that's a pretty decent start for that. Let's see what else is around. Owls. Owls. And there's a couple more. So immediately I'm getting a little bit of a collection going. Swan. Not sure what that is. I think that is a Harry Potter. A long-eared owl. Captain James Cook and the Endeavour Voyage. He discovered, he certainly did some work on Antarctica, so that may qualify, could possibly, don't tell him Pike, could actually qualify as part of my Antarctic collection. I don't know. I think it's stretching it maybe a little. He's interesting. That's Arthur Wilson, played by John Le Mesurier. That is Arthur Lowe, who played Captain Mainwaring, don't tell him Pike. And Dad's Army Private Pike is played by Ian Lavender, whose first name is Arthur. So Arthur, Arthur and Arthur. How about that? I bet you didn't know that. Votes for Women. What could possibly go wrong? Another one. Look at them. Look at them. Lined up. So that's 3. What I would say more, because also got them 2. Next we've got our Game of Thrones. That's Diana Rigg, Lady Diana Rigg. Hampton Court, Great Palace. I don't believe it belongs in 2018, so I'm going to move that out because I think I had a look at that in some other video. That's Dad's Army Secondary. The Old Vic is being celebrated here. The Endeavour Voyage there. Votes for Women. The Old Vic again. Lieutenant Walter Tull. for the First World War. Votes for Women. Christmas. What is this here? Fiona Ray, R.A. Have I seen that one before? Maybe. King Lear. Osprey. It doesn't belong to the Eagles, but it may belong there. That looks like Game of Thrones to me. And May to You. Arya Stark, Game of Thrones. Did you watch it? What did you think of it? I loved it myself. Christmas Stamp. I think Snowman does not belong there. Aeroplanes. Warplanes, possibly. From the Second World War. Yeah, Lightning and... Yeah, I'm not sure if it's both wars. What about that? Butterfly and... I'm going to go Poppy there with Lieutenant Tull. Hampton Court Palace. Hampton Court Palace. Hampton Court Palace. I think that was Henry VIII's time, wasn't it? Hampton Court was big. Tyrion Lannister. Fantastic. Oh, look at this, that's right, I'm going to put it with Tull. And then we have these. Grayson Perry. Aeroplane again, Hurricane. Hampton Court. Hampton Court must have its own section, its own series. Well, I suspect it does. Some nice Harry Potter ones. A threesome. Hermione Granger. Maiden. Oh, not sure. Keep that aside. I think that may belong there by the look of the artwork, the photography. And we have Hampton Court here, a threesome. So, let us have a look backwards to see if James Cook, I'm short of this one here, got those, but not Joseph Banks. A number of 2, 4, 6, 8, got 4. Hampton Court, yeah, very nice, and the smaller ones. Don't Tell Him Pike. I'll Tell Mum We're Doomed, Captain Mannering, The Old Empty Barn. It won't cost you much. Put that light out, and Do You Think I Might Be Excused up here. Godfrey and Hodges. So that's quite nice. The owls are there. Yeah, we have these that we're slightly worried about. But it turns out that they do belong there. The osprey, the butterfly. Those there. Yep. Flying planes, the Centenary of the RAF. Votes for Women, plenty of those. Game of Thrones, taking up a lot of room. And then back to 2017. So, therefore, I suspect that this stamp here doesn't belong in that year, and neither does this. Let's look and see if I can find a cancel. 20. Could it be 17? I'm just going to have a quick look at 17 while I'm here. Now you keep staring at that. It actually belongs that away. £1.05. So it is a modern version. Yeah, I think I found it here. Maiden Castle Hillfort 2017. Ancient Britain 2017. So have I done 2017? Let's have a look. 14, 11, 16. No, I haven't. So I'll have to go into 2017. Where are you? What did I do with it? I've lost it, haven't I? 2017. Here's the envelope, so it will go in there after. It is that one. Here we go. I'll put it there. So that is it, I think. That one, I'll have to look. Oh, what I'll do is I'll check my Christmas stamps. But we'll just have a look at some of the highlights here. Maybe some of my favourites. I do like them when they've been through the post. So, for example, this is dead handy because it's tied to paper. I'm not going to soak it off. I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's neatly clipped. And of course in the back you can put the year if you wish as an aide de memoir, which I will do now. 2018. It's of zero value anyway, so that is a little aid. Also this Tull, that's quite a dramatic picture of the lieutenant. Featured, of course, because he was black, and therefore he's celebrated as being a. Yeah, here he is. So, 17 of the First World War, Second Lieutenant Tull. Oh, he was killed, of course. So, not only was black, he was killed. So, it just shows that it affected every part of society. We are mocking a new world. Paul Nash, the artist. The Grave of the Unknown Soldier in Westminster, I have not got that. Lieutenant Francis Hopgood's goggles. Presumably he was in the Royal Flying Corps. Poppy, as I thought, belonged to it, and also what passing bells for these who die at Cattle. Only the monstrous anger of the guns, which was by, I believe, and I think we talked about it before, Vera Brittain, Testaments of Youth. Her brother was killed in the First World War, so she wrote a big Testament of Youth about her life and his death, and of course she became a great woman. Righty-ho, so that is it for now. We'll just have a quick look. I do like these Shakespearean ones also. Is that Glenda Jackson? Could be. Jacqueline, Miss Jean Brodie anyway. Carmen Jones. So we're looking at a singer maybe. Is that Gielgud and... Ooh, I don't know. Well, I do know, but my memory's not as good as it used to be. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. We'll leave it at that for now. 14 minutes, 15 seconds. Bit untidy today, but I'm very pleased with the amount of stamps that I'm looking in very neat order. So these will go back into the 2018 envelope until such time that I can get a stock book to put them in and dedicate those. I hope you're having a great day. The sun is shining, the kettle will be on. I'll be having a little bit of a read and messing about with stamps as well. So have a fantastic day. Talk soon. Bye for now.